Back everyone. So Monday, this upcoming Monday, important day in American history. It marks the 104th anniversary of the day that the first women were given the right to vote in the U.S. So joining us this morning, telling us about how Mid-Michigan is recognizing the day, Sandra Johnson from Flint and Genesee Group.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yes, thanks for coming in. We hear you have an event next week that's regarding this. What does it look like?
Yes, Wednesday, August the 28th at 11:30 a.m. The Flint and Genesee Group and our Women's Employee Resource Group called Women in Action are celebrating Women's Equality Day in Flint and Genesee County.
All right, so what does that day look like? What are you guys going to do?
It's going to be an amazing day. We have an awesome speaker and then 4 panelists that'll talk about ensuring equity and equality for all women. And so we're excited to hear their stories, talk about their journeys and the great strides that women have made in our country.
Yeah, so is this a specifically women-geared event, or who can show up?
Oh, absolutely not. All genders and identities can attend. As a matter of fact, even in the women's suffrage movement, there were male allies and supporters of it along the way. So we encourage any and everyone to join us for this amazing event and hear about what it means to be empowered as a woman and the equity and equality that we have so certainly richly deserved and have arrived at to make great strides on today.
Can you believe it's over 100 years?
I cannot. 100 years since being able to vote, but in 1881 with the washerwomen's labor strike in 1881 in Atlanta, in 1920 women receiving the right to vote, in 1965 civil rights, 1972 Shirley Chisholm, and so we have so many things to celebrate over the course of the last 100+ years, and we're going to lift that up on next Wednesday at the Flint and Genesee Group.
Cool. Okay, so women and other attendees are allies. What do you hope they take away from this?
Oh, just to continue the great fight, continue to be engaged, get engaged with their communities, tap into some of the organizations that are supporting women and doing work that advances equality and equity in our community. And we'll have tons of women in the room that represent those organizations and opportunities to sign up and be engaged. But most importantly, remembering that our voice and the fight that have happened before us and the great strides and the work, because there's still work that lies ahead.
Absolutely. Why do you think allyship is so important in these types of events or commemorations?
Allyship is incredibly important. No one person or group can stand alone, right? We cannot be on an island by ourselves. We need the supports of our friends and our allies, our supporters in community to make these things go. And so when there's no space for a woman, right, there had to be a male in there to make sure that that chair was rolled out and there was an opportunity to sit. And so we need our allies in the room to be a part of the conversation, to hear the stories and understand the impact that the barriers to equity and equality have had for women, and then be able to carry that back to their organizations and to their circles of influence and to help us to continue this fight for equity and equality.
And then just spreads and spreads from there.
Grows and grows. They'll tell 2 friends and they'll tell 2 friends, and then it just continues to go from there.
Very good. So this event next Wednesday.
Yes.
Show up, just show up. Is there tickets? What's that look like?
It's absolutely free of charge. We will have a hot lunch provided. We're so excited about that. We'll be at the beautiful new St. Michael's Conference Center in downtown Flint. And there's a registration, flintandgenesee.org, and right on the landing page of our website, it will be a link to the event, and you can click right in and register for that. We're excited. We're looking at over 200 people have already registered.
Sweet.
And so we're just ready to share the love about the amazing strides that women have made in the nation, but sharing some of our own local sheroes right in Flint and Genesee County.
Lots of sheroes, I think, in Flint especially. Anything else that you want us to know about Flint and Genesee Group or this event in particular?
Oh, absolutely. I'll share that this is the brainchild of our Women in Action, which is our employee resource group. And it's important for organizations and businesses to tap into the affinity groups within side of the organization. And so at Flint and Genesee, we have the Women in Action. And it's just a group of women staff there who come together to talk about personal and professional development. And this is our 2nd year in hosting an event such as this.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I hope you got it. Sounds like you already got a great turnout.
But we can still take a few more.
That's right.
So Wednesday, August 28th, 11:30 for networking, 11:30 to 12. And then the program and luncheon from 12 to 1:30.
Perfect. Sandra, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this was a pleasure.
Yes.
So if you ever have any questions for any of the divisions of the Flint and Genesee Group, email us at WNEM@WNEM.com.